Brought to you by Penguin.
Sympathy Tower Tokyo by Rie Qudan. Translated by Jessie Kirkwood. Read by Hanako Footman. Translator's Note. The Japanese language relies on a combination of three distinct writing systems: kanji, hiragana, and katakana. A central theme of Sympathy Tower Tokyo concerns the relationship between two of these in particular, kanji and katakana, and the listener may find a brief explanation of their key differences helpful. Katakana is one of the two phonetic scripts, along with hiragana in Japanese. It is primarily used for writing foreign words, names, onomatopoeia, and scientific terms. Individual katakana characters represent sounds rather than things or ideas, and visually are simpler and more uniform in structure than kanji. If you want to write coffee, you write kohi, and each of those characters represents an approximation of a sound in the English word. Kanji, on the other hand, are characters originally borrowed from Chinese, each carrying its own meaning, with pronunciation varying depending on the context. They are often used for nouns, verb stems, adjectives, and Japanese proper names. The bad news for any student of Japanese is that they are much more complex visually and require memorization of thousands of characters to achieve fluency. If you want to write green tea, you write ryokcha, where the first character means green and the second tea. The use of katakana became particularly widespread with the increasing use of foreign loanwords as Japan emerged from semi-isolation in the late 19th century. These days, their use is often associated with buzzwords, sales jargon, pop culture, and a general desire to make things seem cool, modern, exciting, new. As our protagonist, Sara, notes, katakana-based words combine versatility and vagueness in a way that makes them an attractive choice for anyone wanting to avoid a firm commitment to meaning. Speaking of Sara, her last name, Machina, is a plausible enough Japanese name, but one she has chosen to spell in English with a CH. As for the Japanese name, eventually given to the titular tower, Tokyo to Dojo to, Sara is right to be astonished by the way it rolls off her tongue. The O sounds are drawn out, a bit like the O in the British pronunciation of law, while the unmarked O is more staccato, a bit like the O in the British pronunciation of not. Saying it aloud is strongly encouraged. It would be Babel all over again. Sympathy Tower Tokyo would throw our language into disarray. It would tear the world apart. Not because, dizzy with our architectural prowess, we had reached too close to heaven and enraged the gods, but because we had begun to abuse language, to bend and stretch and break it as we each saw fit, so that before long, no one could understand what anyone else was saying. The moment words left our mouths, they would become to our listener a baffling tirade, a world ravaged by ranting, the era of the endless monologue. In the gleaming black tiles of the bathroom where my reflection lurked, I was seeing the future again. Architects can always see the future. It reveals itself to us, whether we like it or not. Sympathy Tower Tokyo. Of course, as architect, the building's name wasn't mine to decide, and whatever my misgivings, I was hardly in a position to change it. And yet, the moment the high-pressure jet of shower water hit my face, everything about that name, Sympathy Tower Tokyo, the sound of it, the katakana characters used to approximate the English words, and what those words meant, and all the currents of power swirling around the project, started to bother me. And now, there was no going back. Before, it had simply been...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?